Hi, Madhuri here, and today I've created this video for you as I've had a lot of emails coming in recently inquiring a little bit more about my upcoming Madhuri Method Ayurvedic Yoga Teacher Training Program. The first question to answer is, who is this program for? Well, this program is for you if you're already a yoga teacher, if you've taken at least a minimum of a 200-hour yoga teacher training, and that can be from any school and any program in any style, but that you have a basic level of 200 hours of teacher training certificate. Now, you may be a yoga teacher that's been teaching for decades, and that's fine too. This program is going to give you depth. It's going to give you even a deeper wisdom and knowledge in both yoga and Ayurveda, and give you a framework and a foundation to combine these two things in your life and in your teaching practice. This program is also for you if you're a yoga teacher and you're either feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit jaded, a little bit bored perhaps, or you're really just seeking to integrate more of the Ayurvedic knowledge into your own life for your personal healing and into your yoga classes for your students also. The next question that was sent in was, what is the Madhuri Method? Well, the Madhuri Method is essentially a method that has been created that I put together, taken from my years of experience of being a yoga teacher trainer and a yoga teacher, and my years of experience being an clinical Ayurvedic specialist. I also do something called bioenergy healing, which focuses more on the subtle anatomy and the chakra system and healing through our energy body. So I take these three skills of mine and I've come to create the Madhuri Method, which is a beautiful and profound way of teaching yoga that will bring balance to your students and will acknowledge, invite, educate, and inspire your students around the practices of Ayurveda and how to understand and integrate our asana, our pranayama, our mudra, our bandha, our meditation from the Ayurvedic perspective so that we can go really deep in our healing for ourselves and for our students also. I got a question that asked what my style of teaching is. Well, probably over the years this has changed a little bit. I went from teaching power yoga many years ago, and now I teach a more subtle way of practicing. So I'm more interested in the subtle aspects and the prana vayus, and I'm more interested in the subtle form of manas, of the mind, that can either take us towards or away from healing, from creating great health and a great life, or take us into greater symptoms and dis-ease. So I would say that my style is a heart-based style of teaching. I take the alignment of the anatomy of asana very seriously. I have a background in contemporary dance, so I draw on that also. But I feel that what is most important in this day and age and for our own healing is that we can really, truly bring in a heart-centered way of practicing and bringing more compassion to ourselves and to understanding ourselves in the lives that we're living currently. So it has to be accessible. This knowledge is not that valuable unless we really embody it. So you may have all of the knowledge of yoga or even have a fancy asana practice, but until the embodiment of the self-love and compassion becomes so rich, it's on a cellular level, then I feel like we're just skimming the surface. As yoga teachers, we all need to understand and practice Ayurveda. It's just a fact. We can't keep moving forward in our yoga practice without understanding how to support ourselves from the Ayurvedic perspective and understanding our individual prakruti and vikruti. These are key being yoga teachers for having a sustainable career and having great health and great vibrancy, for increasing our pranic field and for really being able to offer something to our students. If we're coming from a place of depletion or a place where we're not completely satisfied or whole, then that's going to seep out into our classes and into what we do as yoga teachers as well. And it doesn't mean that we're going to be perfect. We're humans also, but it means that our focus, our pranic energy, our vital integrity is in alignment with who we are and who we need to be to fulfill our dharma and to really connect in a holistic, integrated, and true way to ourselves first and then to our students. The last question that came in was a question about what really jazzes me up about sharing my knowledge and wisdom. And again, this has changed over the years. Currently, I'm super stoked and interested in epigenetics, in looking at the mind-body connection in healing. This has become even more pronounced since I've been working with bioenergy healing these last 5 years and seeing in my clients sometimes nothing short of a miracle in their physical and mental healing that occurs from working with the subtle energy body. So I'm super excited about connecting with students, about being witness and guiding people on a journey, or at least walking with people on a journey as they move through their life, and hopefully being an aid and a light that can shed a little bit of insight in a certain area of life. That really jazzes me up. It jazzes me up to see my students and clients have more fuller, happier, healthier lives. That is super exciting. And I feel particularly in the realm of yoga and the way that yoga is moving in the West today, that we have to understand Ayurveda. We have to become more attuned to the subtle energetics of both our internal environment and the external environment, and see how this exchange is either taking us into stress response or taking us out of that. And I truly feel that now more than ever, perhaps, this is crucial to our own evolution and the evolution of this planet, that we must come back to a heart-centered way of moving forward, that we're not moving from a place of judgment, of criticism, that we're not moving from a place of internal contraction or shoulds, that we can really grow a lot more in our health, in our well-being, and in our yoga practice when we can truly tap into that deep well of compassion and self-love. And sometimes these words can sound a little bit fluffy and can sound a little bit cliche. And through the Ayurvedic Yoga Teacher Training Program, I intend to offer you true experience and practices that can make this more of an ingrained and embodied reality for you in your life. So if this sounds like it's a good match for you, if you feel that this resonates with where you're at in your life and who you are right now, then feel free to send me an email. You can check out more information on my website, madhuriayurvedayoga.com. Feel free to pass this on to any yoga teachers you know that may be wanting to learn more about Ayurveda and integrate the Madhuri Method into their teaching and into their life. Thank you very much for your time. Namaste.